Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. If someone asks, would you choose power or love? This is an interesting question. And everyone would have their own answer. But what if someone says, he chose neither power nor love, but only sought freedom by his side? Would people believe it? Many people do not know that Chiang Kai-shek's rapid rise, from the president of the Whampoa Military Academy to the pinnacle of Chinese politics, was made possible because the first person invited to take the position of Whampoa's president not only refused the role but also gave up marrying the beautiful Soong Mei-ling. It was precisely these two decisions that gave Chiang Kai-shek the opportunity to rise later. That person was Tan Yen Kai, a descendant of a well-known aristocratic family from the late Qing dynasty. The Tan family had considerable influence in both political and social circles. Aside from his grandfather, Tan Zhiheng, who served as an imperial scholar in the Qing dynasty, his father, Tan Zhonglin, was a key minister who made great contributions when Zhuge led the campaign to reclaim Xinjiang. From the perspective of status and family background, Tan Yen Kai could rely on the towering tree of the Tan family, a privilege that many envied. However, outsiders were unaware that every family has its own struggles. As a son born of a concubine, Tan Yen Kai was not well regarded within the family. Aside from the servants, who showed him due respect, his father, Tan Zhonglin, did not offer him much care or attention. Yet, when it came to education, Tan Zhonglin treated all his children equally. Since they were all his children, he ensured they had a teacher and did not show favoritism. Thus, under the guidance of the renowned scholar Wang Tonghe, Tan Yen Kai developed his own understanding of society. Tan Yen Kai's perspective differed from that of others. His mother and personal experiences made him reflect deeply. If a family within this decaying feudal system could not even ensure fairness, how could society? Beneath the glamorous facade of aristocratic families lay the exploitation of the poor. Why did people continue to support such a system? What were the conservative forces led by his father truly trying to preserve? Was it tradition, culture, or simply their own vested interests? With these unique insights, Tan Yen Kai raised questions. But he struggled to find answers. It was not until the emergence of Sun Yat-sen that he finally saw hope. On October 10, 1911, the Wuchang Uprising broke out. Yet, within the new regime, conservatives and revolutionaries immediately began quarreling. Tan Yen Kai was perplexed. What were they arguing over? What were they fighting for? Though he had already passed the imperial examination as a jinshi scholar, and had long been committed to implementing reforms, he could not understand why so much time was wasted on internal disputes. Tan Yen Kai wanted people to focus on real issues. But before he could come up with a solution, both the conservatives and revolutionaries approached him. Thus, under the support of both factions, Tan Yen Kai became the governor of Hunan. Later, when Yuan Shikai was defeated and Duan Shirui took over, vowing to abolish the provisional constitution, Tan Yen Kai finally established contact with the man who had influenced his entire life, Sun Yat-sen. Having experienced the anti-Yuan movement firsthand, Tan Yen Kai, like Sun Yat-sen, fiercely criticized Duan Shirui's dictatorship and hypocrisy. Through long discussions and interactions, Tan Yen Kai gradually came to fully understand the principles of Sun Yat-sen's Three People's Principles. It is worth mentioning that Tan Yen Kai voluntarily gave up the position proposed by Sun Yat-sen, president of the Whampoa Military Academy, as well as Sun's personal introduction to Soong Mei-ling. The fundamental reason lies in Tan Yen Kai's own aspirations. He felt deeply satisfied upon witnessing the downfall of feudalism and the initial awakening of the people's consciousness. In contrast, for Chiang Kai-shek, military achievements, big or small, were stepping stones for his continuous rise. However, what Chiang failed to understand was that Sun Yat-sen had already made his choice between him and Tan Yen Kai. Even though the public often referred to both men as Sun's left and right hands, Sun Yat-sen was well aware that while their abilities might be on par with each other, their character was a clear differentiator. Thus, long before Chang was officially appointed as the president of the Whampoa Military Academy, Sun had privately asked Tan Yen-kai whether he was interested in the position. The answer was obvious. Unlike other high-ranking military and political figures who longed for the prestigious role of Whampoa's president, Tan Yen-kai had absolutely no interest. Once his personal ambitions were fulfilled, he was more inclined to enjoy life. Of course, this does not mean he was someone who merely sought indulgence and comfort. On another note, if one could understand why he gave up power, how does one explain his rejection of Soong Mei-ling, whom Sun Yat-sen personally introduced to him? According to some historians, the key reason was that prestigious families like the Tan clan valued reputation above all. Tan Yen-kai declined Soong Mei-ling out of deep love for his late wife and his disdain for the feudal practice of polygamy. As mentioned earlier, his biological mother had always been a concubine, and he was determined never to become a man like his father. As for how he handled his relationship with Sun Yat-sen and the Soong family, Tan Yen-kai was exceptionally wise. Before the proposal was openly discussed, he took the initiative to visit the Soong family and expressed his wish to be adopted as the godson of Madame Soong. Everyone involved was intelligent. Seeing how far Tan Yen-kai had gone to address the situation, the Soong family did not press the matter further. Interestingly, when Chiang Kai-shek later pursued Soong Mei-ling, Tan Yen-kai even played a supporting role. Through his introductions and recommendations, Chiang was eventually able to gain the Soong family's approval. Furthermore, historical records indicate that Tan Yen-kai was not only a well-known figure of the Republic of China but also a true culinary expert. His passion for food far exceeded that of an ordinary person, and he was particularly fond of Hunan cuisine. Speaking of Hunan cuisine, one cannot ignore Zu'an Hunan cuisine. During the Republic of China era, almost every Hunan chef knew about Zu'an Hunan cuisine, and older Hunanese food lovers spoke of it with great enthusiasm, considering it a classic representation of Hunan cuisine. Tan Yen-kai played a crucial role in its creation, being highly particular about his diet and possessing deep culinary knowledge. He spearheaded the development of Zu'an Hunan cuisine, which adhered to a unique set of principles, selecting premium ingredients, mastering precise knife skills, refining cooking techniques, and achieving meticulous seasoning. These characteristics set it apart within Hunan cuisine, earning it the title of the origin of Hunan cuisine and establishing it as a renowned culinary style. Tan Yen-kai adopted the alias Zu'an, which is why this culinary tradition became known as Zu'an Hunan cuisine. His father had served as the governor of Lianying, Guangdong and Guangxi, and the family employed many Cantonese chefs, particularly those specializing in Chaozhou cuisine. Originally a branch of Cantonese cuisine, Chaozhou cuisine later evolved into a distinct style. Although Tan Yen-kai's ancestral roots were in Hunan, he was deeply influenced by Cantonese cuisine during his upbringing. As a result, he played a key role in the development of Hunan cuisine and its fusion with Cantonese flavors. Traditionally, Hunan cuisine was known for its thick sauces and strong flavors. But with the integration of Cantonese cuisine's light and fresh qualities, Zu'an Hunan cuisine became more delicate and refined in taste. Moreover, the success of Zu'an Hunan cuisine was also attributed to the contributions of two top chefs, Tan Ziding from Jiangsu, who specialized in Huaiyang cuisine, and Chao Jingchen from Hunan, who mastered Hunanese cooking. Huaiyang cuisine is known for its light and delicate flavors, while Hunan cuisine is characterized by its bold and intense taste. Tan Yen-kai's appreciation of both styles facilitated the fusion of Hunan and Huaiyang flavors, significantly influencing both culinary traditions. It was Tan Yen-kai's relentless pursuit of excellence that made Zu'an Hunan cuisine an indispensable chapter in the history of Hunan cuisine. Even today, it remains a distinguished symbol of Hunan's culinary heritage, carrying forward a century-old gastronomic legacy. This is the History and Culture Channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.